There was a March for Life rally just last week, and the fiercest supporters against choice for women if they should become pregnant were out there in full force talking about things like many ways to carry out a pregnancy rather than go that route. And the comedy duo known as the Good Liars, they exposed a bit of this backward logic when they asked those folks, do you live up to these things that you're preaching to everyone else? Let's watch.
Here live as the March for Life continues.
I'm not okay with abortion whatsoever.
What should happen to these children that are born?
It's adoption.
But adoption is a great choice instead of abortion.
So how many children have you adopted?
I don't have any children that I've adopted.
Oh, I have 7 children.
How many of those children are adopted?
None.
No adoption.
So you guys are just having children.
Yep.
Amazing. Not adopting the others. Okay, well, anyway, we are here at the March for Life. A lot of them want other people, to have children. They don't want to help.
I saw the sign, choose adoption.
Yeah.
And how many children have you adopted?
Not able to adopt. I'd love to adopt. We weren't able to adopt.
And how many children have you adopted?
None.
None.
I have 2 of my own. Message. Yeah.
And how many children have you adopted?
None.
And how many children have you adopted?
I have 2 of my own.
Yeah.
But so you've adopted?
I have 2 of my own.
But you haven't adopted it.
No.
Okay.
That's the message.
Wow. There's more from that particular event from someone else talking about vaccines and everything. But I want to point out really fast, since we just saw that particular video, as he was going down the line there at the end of those 4 women, as they saw the question was going to get asked to each of them, they were like, oh man, I don't have the right answer either. Man, she said no, and I have the same answer. This isn't going to go well for me. Can you guys not ask me? Anyways, outside of that, ironically, there's also questions being asked about people's lives and their bodies and their own choices when it comes to vaccinations. Let's see what this gentleman had to say.
What message would you have to women who are considering having an abortion?
When a woman becomes pregnant, there's 2 bodies there. It's not one, and it's not my body, my choice. It's care for the child. There's adoption. There's other routes to go.
And what do you say to people out there that say that they don't want to get the COVID vaccine?
If the my body, my choice works for abortion, why doesn't the same work for the vaccine?
Why not?
Okay, so I know there's no swearing on this, and I am like really holding back because this really makes me want to swear. Look. I just had a baby 3 months ago. I gave birth.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I went through childbirth. That hurts. It hurts a lot. It is an ordeal. My body is still not recovered from that experience. I have a baby, love her, she's great. No notes on the baby. Childbirth, I've got some issues with. Adoption is not an alternative to childbirth, which is a major medical ordeal, which is super expensive for a woman to go through, which is traumatizing for a woman to go through, even if everything goes well. Second of all, the adoption thing, I get a little bothered by this notion that like, oh yeah, just adopt. There are fewer children available for adoption in the US than there ever have been since adoption was popularized, I think in like the 1930s. There's about 10,000 babies per year that are put up for adoption, and there's 1 million families on the waiting list to adopt children. People are using the foster system as a way to adopt children, even though it was never intended to be that. Children do best when they're with their parents and when those parents are given the resources to raise them in a way that is healthy. Adoption is often the result in a lot of cases of bad economic circumstances, an unplanned pregnancy, some kind of a tragedy. The notion that just choose adoption as though it's just like a flippant thing that you can just choose is infuriating to me as a woman who has chosen both to give birth and in the past has chosen to have an abortion.
I think I'm going to have to break rank with both of you and say that I actually believe that life begins at preconception. And so when it comes to bodily autonomy, I would like to see the government go further, and I would like to see it restrict men's ability to masturbate. So perhaps if we took things to its logical conclusion, we could reach that and then truly have freedom in the country.
Yes, the Monty Python principle. Every sperm is sacred.
Yeah, and they'll overlook that. I mean, earlier today we were talking about, there was an activist that was on a program, and she took the abortion pill on the air, and everyone gasped. And I was thinking the same thing, man. I get ED ads all the time when I'm watching football games. Man, listen to the radio for Sirius XM on Sports Talk. Oh man, it's wall to wall. Get your little blue pill, send it this way. It'll cost you even less. Man, can't wait till you get it. Hey, if it stays for 4 to 6 to 10 hours, you might want to get some medical treatment. All that happens, but it's okay from that perspective. But when it comes to a woman's choice to do what she wants, and I'm glad you pointed that out, Aaron, there's many women who have made their choice both directions because it's based off of what they want to do with their lives. And if we don't hear about it, if we don't get into everyone's business, how much do you really know about their choices? It's only if you stick your nose into that and you really want to find out, just to say, again, like we just mentioned a few minutes ago, I'm better than that. I wouldn't do something like that. And when someone asks them, as they ask these many folks, well, what would you do to help out? Nothing. I'm just here to talk down to you.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.